Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep. Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Fine food and my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
My name is Dominic, and I'm almost 11 years old.
Dominic lives with his mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. He enjoys all kinds of hobbies, but one is his favorite.
I like to build things. I also like karate a lot. I love karate because I get to really express myself and I get to have fun, and I also get to build character and build physical strength.
Learning karate is hard work. Dominic practices up to 3 times a week. Plus, he practices at home with his dad.
The hardest thing about karate is definitely a lot of push-ups, leg lifts, sit-ups.
Dominic knows that he needs to trust Jesus when things get hard.
There was this board breaking thing, and I saw all the other kids break it with their palm. Right here. Boom. Just didn't work out for me.
Dominic failed to break the board with his hand, but he didn't give up. He continued to train, and he asked Jesus to help him.
And I said, I'm gonna break this board. It's an obstacle in my way, and let me push through it. And I broke it.
Another part of karate is taking tests to earn new belts. Each belt color represents a new level. Earning a new belt is hard.
I was very discouraged on the first day because I was afraid it wasn't going to pass, and that's what brought me down. The second day, I was feeling very, very discouraged, very, very, very sad. And I thought, I don't think I'm going to pass this, and I didn't. I failed, and I failed, and I failed. Finally got to the last day that I could possibly test, and I said, this isn't going to be like those last times. I am going to pass it. I said, you know what? Jesus can help me get through this. I'm just going to pray to him today. I am going to pass the test tomorrow. And I did.
In the Bible, in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13, it says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
My 3-day test, it was really hard. And Jesus helped me through that. I was nervous for it. If you're going through hard things, I suggest that all you need to do is just trust in God and he'll help you. Pray to God and he can get you through anything. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Welcome to Rocky Railway's Imagination Station. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. I cannot wait to see what incredible things we'll discover about Jesus' power. We're going to have so much fun together. I hope you brought your imaginations, because remember, Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. Today, we're going to make a train scene. And here is an example of what we're going to make tonight. A steam train gets their power from wood or coal. And the engine of the train uses that power to pull and guide the train cars, even through those hard mountain slopes. Jesus is our engine, and he pulls us through some hard things in our life. So let's get started. Come on over. I want to show you some of the things that you're going to need for tonight. So for night 1, get your construction paper, your train pieces, your glue stick, your sticker sheet, and some things to color with. They can be crayons, pencils, markers, whatever you have. So let's get started. So first you want to take your train pieces and glue them on your construction paper, similar to the way I showed you on the example. So we're just gonna glue these pieces down real quick. And I'll even show you some extra things that we did. So now we're gonna glue on our train cars that goes behind the engine. And if I'm going a little fast, that's okay, because you'll be able to catch up, or you can finish it later. So we've got our red car, our yellow car, and now let's add our last car, the green car. Okay, and now we need to add our wheels. We'll put 2 wheels on each train car. And we're halfway there. So put your engine on, put your train cars on, and put your wheels on. All right, now we have our train. Now I added a couple of details to our little train scene. So I was going to show you real quick how I drew the train track. And I won't draw the whole thing. We'll just show you how I did a few of them. So just start at the top of your train and we're just going to draw lines, 2 lines close together. Then space out a little bit, draw 2 more lines close together. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way down underneath your train engine and your train cars. So I'll just do a few more. And then you're going to make that rail. So then you're just going to draw a line and connect your little boards just like this to make the train rail. So that's how you make your train track for your train. Now also just drew some lines here and colored them in to attach your train cars to the engine and to each other. You can just draw and fill it in and attach your cars. Now we have our train and our train rail. Now we're going to make some grassy mountains and some big slopes. So all I did for the grass, as you can see in the example, is you just draw some hills. So I took a green pencil and went all the way down, and then another hill out like this. And if you wanted to, I went back and I did just a little bit of shading that you can use. Just shade it all the way under. I won't do the whole thing, but just wanted to show you. So you just take that marker or pencil or crayon and just scribble all the way underneath it to give it some shading. Then I took a brown, I'm using colored pencils, so I took a brown pencil and then I make my mountain slopes. And kind of twisty, curvy. I made another mountain slope. And then you can add another one in the background. And then I added some shading, just like the grass. So you could add your shading all the way up and down the mountain. And one more thing I did was I added a little lake or pond down at the bottom. So I just draw however you want to, however big or small. Make your little pond, and I just colored that in. So we'll do that. And then I kind of outlined it a little bit in the brown again, but you don't have to do that. But that's what I did, just to outline it a little bit. Now, next, after you've colored your grass, you've colored your mountains and your pond, you should have a bunch of cool stickers with the Rocky Railway logo. So all you have to do is take your stickers and you can place them however you want to. I took the big one and put that on the engine. And then I took our little ones. And since this is day one of our awesome VBS, I used the day one sticker. And then you have stickers of trees and rocks, or big boulders. So we'll just add some trees on here. And you can put them anywhere you want. And see, our mountains are coming together. Does it look like a rocky railway? Just a couple more here. And our rocks, our boulders, and kind of put around. And then we have stickers of some of our characters. So then you can add some stickers. On to your scene. And of course our little fish we have to add to our pond. And one more. Now you'll have some extra stickers. You're welcome to put those on as well. So here is our Rocky Railway train scene. Well, I appreciate you joining us tonight at Imagination Station, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to day one of Rocky Railway VBS, where Jesus' power pulls us through. So far, you have had some great worship time and learned about how Ananias did a really hard thing and helped Paul. You have learned some great songs and music that you can hide in your heart and worship and praise God anytime and anywhere. We've learned God's Word from the New Testament book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, that tells us, "For I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me." And of course, today's Bible point, Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus! Now, the fun continues with today's game. Our game is called On Track to Splash. And I bet you can guess what is involved with that kind of game. Just like big freight trains do hard work by moving cargo, we're going to move some cargo. But our cargo is a little different tonight. Here are the things that you will need for the game. You'll need everyone at your house who wants to play. You will need from your VBS kit your train whistle to start the game. You will also need 2 buckets. If you don't have buckets, that's fine. You can use anything that will hold a good amount of water. A dishpan or a big bowl from your kitchen, whatever you have that will contain a good amount of water for the game. You'll need to fill 1 bucket up full with the water and leave 1 bucket empty. You will also need from your VBS kit the big sponge that you were given. So, I'm going to let you gather up everything and meet me right back here where we'll learn how to play On Track to Splash. Oh, and one more thing. Since VBS is at home this year, we don't have our crews and teams to compete with each other. So if you're a really competitive person and feel like you need competition, you can get yourself a timer, like a phone or a stopwatch or anything you can to race against the clock. Okay, gather up everything you need and meet me back here. Welcome everybody to day 1 of Rocky Railway VBS, where Jesus' power pulls us through. We're here for games, and we have a game called On Track to Splash. So we've got our friends here, everybody that wants to play from your house. We've got a bucket full of water that has our big sponge from your VBS kit. And at the other end of the line, we have our empty bucket or whatever container you can find from home to play this game. It's going to be an awesome week, and Locomotion Games is where you'll run and splash and play and laugh as you learn about Jesus' power. Today, we're on track with how Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus! You'll get to take on a fun challenge in this game. Let's see how hard it gets. Okay, everybody at your house that wants to play, spread out between the full bucket and the empty bucket. Our goal is to move this cargo that's in our full bucket down to the empty bucket. Now you're going to start with a really full sponge. When the train whistle blows, you're going to pass it on down the line from station to station to get your cargo to its destination at the end. All right, everybody ready? Once you get at the very end, when you squeeze out all the water into your empty bucket, that person at the filling station will run forward to the full bucket and everybody will shift down. We'll go as fast as we can and try not to lose too much water. Don't forget, since we don't have teams to compete against each other, if you really want to make this a competition, get a timer, somebody's phone, and see how long it takes you to fill that bucket and then race to beat your first time. All right, guys, everybody ready to go? Yeah! Yeah! All right, here comes your whistle. Every last drop, squeeze it all out, and go, 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 shift, everybody shift.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We only got like 2 inches, we need more load, guys.
Good job, keep going, fill it, fill it, fill it. As much water as you can. Don't lose it. Squeeze. Go, Liza, fast as you can.
Run.
Squeeze. it! We did it! Woo! Move that cargo! You got it, you got it. Good catch. Come on. This cargo is moving fast on this train. Oh, don't drop the cargo. One more chance to get that bucket full. You can do it, Isaac. Noah, Rebecca. Don't get wet. Yeah! Good job.
He only got like half full.
All right. Doing hard things can get easier. God gave us these amazing brains that learn as we struggle. When we keep trying, we figure out things and gain new skills. Sometimes we get tired of trying, but when we feel like we're at the end of our own power, Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus!
And every night after games, do not forget to help your family clean up.
Hey guys, welcome to Choo Choo Snacks on the Rocky Railway. I know you have worked up an appetite tonight singing and dancing with Miss Stephanie, so we're going to take a quick break and have a snack. If you will grab bag 1, it says day 1 at the top, and our Bible point says Jesus' power helps us do hard things. And tonight we're going to make a stoplight. So everything is in your bag that you need, except for one thing I'm going to need you to grab from your pantry. We're going to put M&Ms onto our Rice Krispie treats to create the stoplight, and we're going to need something to make them stick. So at our house, we're using peanut butter, but if you have a peanut allergy or there's something else that you have in your pantry, a marshmallow would work. If you heat that up, it becomes sticky, or if you have some frosting or icing in your pantry, that will work as well. So first thing, we're going to open our bag, open our Rice Krispie treat, and open our M&Ms. And guess what? We are only going to use 3 M&Ms. We need 1 red, 1 green, and 1 yellow. So that means you can eat the rest of the M&Ms in your snack bag. So we're going to start off, again, we said we're using peanut butter in our house. So we grab the red M&M, putting just a teeny tiny little bit of peanut butter on that, enough that it will stick to the Rice Krispie treat. You can kind of see there what it's supposed to look like. And then you're going to do the same thing with the yellow and the green until you have a stoplight. And that is our snack for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you back tomorrow night.